Hello, and welcome back. Alright. So today is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Because there is a monthly event. The Emerald Rush event is happening now. Okay, get out there and collect as much emerald as you can find. It's mine. I'll try that event. It's on the forest layer, where it's ostrich themed. Am I ready? Okay. And then after this event, I'll just do normal Emerald Rush. Oh. That's not supposed to be say game over 0. That's deaths 24. You can't die during Emerald Rushes, so. Alright, let's get going. Alright.
Fantastic! You did great!
I got Bananza chips. 300 more. I got a statue of espresso. Alright. I'm only doing one time on that. Back to DK Island. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. 1 Kings 18. After many days, the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, show yourself to Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. So Elijah went to show himself to Ahab. Now the famine was severe in Samaria, and Ahab called Obadiah, who was over the household. Now Obadiah feared the Lord greatly, and when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord, Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50s in a cave and fed them with bread and water. And Ahab said to Obadiah, Go through the land to all the springs of water and to all the valleys. Perhaps we may find grass and save the horses and mules alive, and not lose some of the animals. So they divided the land between them to pass through it. Ahab went in one direction by himself, and Obadiah went in another direction by himself. And as Obadiah was on the way, behold, Elijah met him. And Obadiah recognized him, and fell on his face and said, Is it you, my lord Elijah? And he answered him, It is I. Go, tell your lord, behold, Elijah is here. And he said, How have I sinned, that you would give your servant into the hand of Ahab to kill me? As the Lord your God lives, there is no nation or kingdom where my lord has not sent to seek you. And when they would say, He is not here, he would take an oath of the kingdom or nation that they had not found you. And now you say, Go tell your lord, behold, Elijah is here? And as soon as I have gone from you, the Spirit of the Lord will carry you I know not where. And so when I come and tell Ahab he cannot find you, he will kill me, although I your servant have feared the Lord from my youth. Has it not been told my lord what I did when Jezebel killed the prophets of the Lord? How I hid 100 men of the Lord's prophets by 50s in a cave, and fed them with bread and water. And now you say, Go tell your lord, behold, Elijah is here, and he will kill me. And Elijah said, As the Lord of hosts lives, before whom I stand, I will surely show myself to him today. So Obadiah went to meet Ahab, and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. When Ahab saw Elijah, Ahab said to him, Is it you, you troubler of Israel? And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but you have, and your father's house, because you have abandoned the commandments of the Lord and followed the Baals. Now therefore send and gather all Israel to me at Mount Carmel, and the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah who eat at Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent to all the people of Israel and gathered the prophets together at Mount Carmel. And Elijah came near to all the people and said, How long will you go limping between two different opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal, then follow him. And the people did not answer him a word. Then Elijah said to the people, Even I only am left a prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let 2 bulls be given to us, and let them choose 1 bull for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on the wood, but put no fire to it. And I will prepare the other bull, and lay it on the wood, and put no fire to it. And you call upon the name of your God, and I will call upon the name of the Lord, and the God who answers by fire, he is God. And all the people answered, It is well spoken. Then Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, Choose for yourselves 1 bull, and prepare it first, for you are many, and call upon the name of your God, but put no fire to it. And they took the bull that was given them, and they prepared it, and called upon the name of Baal from morning until noon, saying, O Baal, answer us! But there was no voice, and no one answered. And they limped around the altar that they had made. And at noon Elijah mocked them, saying, Cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is musing, or he is relieving himself, or he is on a journey, or perhaps he is asleep and must be awakened. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their custom with swords and lances, until the blood gushed out upon them. And as midday passed, they raved on until the time of the offering of the oblation, but there was no voice. No one answered, no one paid attention. Then Elijah said to all the people, "Come near to me." And all the people came near to him. And he repaired the altar of the Lord that had been thrown down. Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord came, saying, "Israel shall be your name." And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord. And he made a trench about the altar, as great as would contain 2 seahs of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bull in pieces, and laid it on the wood. And he said, "Fill 4 jars with water, and pour it on the burnt offering and on the wood." And he said, "Do it a second time." And they did it a second time. And he said, "Do it a third time." And they did it a third time. And the water ran around the altar, and filled the trench also with water. And at the time of the offering of the oblation, Elijah the prophet came near and said, "O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known this day that you are God in Israel, and that I am your servant, and that I have done all these things at your word. Answer me, O Lord, answer me, that this people may know that you, O Lord, are God, and that you have turned their hearts back." Then the fire of the Lord fell, and consumed the burnt offering, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. When all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and said, "The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God." And Elijah said to them, "Seize the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape." And they seized them. And Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon, and slaughtered them there. And Elijah said to Ahab, "Go up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of the rushing of rain." So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Mount Carmel. And he bowed himself down on the earth, and put his face between his knees. And he said to his servant, "Go up now, look toward the sea." And he went up and looked and said, "There is nothing." And he said, "Go again, 7 times. And at the 7th time he said, "Behold, a little cloud like a man's hand is rising from the sea." And he said, "Go up, say to Ahab, prepare your chariot and go down, lest the rain stop you." And in a little while the heavens grew black with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rode and went to Jezreel. And the hand of the Lord was on Elijah, and he gathered up his garment and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. May God bless the reading of his word. Find a statue. Peekaboo boys. I can do every level except 6. Except 7. 7 is just too hard. But I will keep trying to go through the other levels. I'll try 5 here. If it doesn't work, then I'll just go to the Hilltop Layer.
Bananza!
No! Alright.
Maybe we took it a little too easy.
Yeah, we're done.
Ah, I was so
Do
close.
better. I know we can. Ready! Go!
It's been a journey, but we're not on our way. Marble machine is dropping marbles today. It's been a journey, but we're not on our way. There's a long way to go. We're not ready now. Problems to solve. Music is the goal. A long way to go. We're not ready now. Problems to solve. Music is the goal. It's been a journey, but we're not on our way. It's dropping marbles today. It's been a journey, but we're not on our way. There's a long way to go. We're not ready now.
Creamery banana.
I like it. Wanna try it? Yes! Spectacular! Fantastic! You did great!
Alright. Hello from Architectone Real Estate. We sell plots in the oddest of spots. We can build you a cozy little getaway with a comfy bed and a helpful closet. Low 600.
Time for a break. Hey, DK, you awake? Did you see those big containers behind the Elder? How did they get stacked up like that? There's no way the monkeys could have done it, right? Oh, I bet the Elder piled them up himself. He used his enormous arms and was like, whomp, easy peasy, elbow greasy. Yeah, let's make sure we don't get on the Elder's bad side. Good night. Ready! Go! Just do your best.
Bananza? Oh, Surf Groove. You know what? I'm still doing Bananza.
Good one!
That was weird.
Way to hustle!
And now there's a delay. Okay. So that was on the capture card side then, or something. At least I know how to fix it. would be the second time I got to round 7 and then failed. Okay.
That wasn't easy, but we'll do even better next time.
Next time I'm not doing that difficulty level.
That's pretty good.
Let's see.
Ready! Go!
It's level 1, so it might not be. I got a new outfit for Pauline. Gold hunting gear.
Ready! Go! Just do your best! Time to hustle!
Okay. That's it for today.
Fantastic! You did great!
Alright. Layer unlock is the next thing. Almost there, but not quite. Back to DK Island. Find a statue. Trusty Tone.
Thanks.
Ostrich Fractone.
Thanks.
Snake Fractone.
Thanks.
Alright. Well, and that is going to be it for today. So, and we come back next time. We're back over to, next week we'll be back over to, Luigi's Mansion. And when we come back to this next time, well, I don't even know what the next event's going to be because they haven't announced it yet. So, I don't even know when it'll be. But we'll find out. It'll be in about a month, I'm sure. At any rate, that's all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.